Hello, my name is Joshua Washington, Director of the Institute for Black Solidarity with Israel, and I just got off the plane. Absolutely. This needs to happen.
I want to do something.
When Martin Luther King Jr. wrote in his letter from Birmingham jail that injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere, he was talking about you and me here today. In all of human history, never has institutional Jew hatred ever ended with the Jewish people. And once we shrug our shoulders and allow discrimination to continue because, for us, and it's just the Jews, we'll soon find that we are not too far behind. But by then, it will be too late. No one will be there to speak up for us because we didn't speak up for them. That's why I'm here today. When I hear that Jewish students like Rose Rich are being bullied by other students into choosing between being a Zionist and being Jewish, I think to myself, would anyone apply that same pressure to any other ethnic group? Would those same students force a Kenyan American to have to choose between being a Kenyan and supporting Kenya's right to exist? Would those same students force a Brazilian American to denounce Brazil in order to be accepted? Would those same students try and force me, a Black American, to get off the shoulders of the great civil rights leaders on which I stand as I speak to you today? Absolutely not. Why? Because we know that would be ridiculous. They would be gutting us and ridding us of our identity, of the very thing that makes us who we are. It sounds crazy, but that is exactly what's happening to Jewish students on campus today. Jewish students are being bullied into spurning their motherland, their entire liberation movement, to satisfy anti-Jewish fetishes on their campus. They're being coerced into feeling bad for being a strong Jew, that somehow the world will accept you more if you're meek and quiet and stay in your place. I can tell you as a Black man, someone who won't accept you because you're strong is not someone by whom you want acceptance. If someone will only bring you into the fold because you're weak and defenseless, you can be sure that they'll do everything they can to keep you that way. No one should ever be made to feel like they have to be weak to avoid persecution. No student, or human being for that matter, should ever have to constantly defend their ethnic identity, the least of all to acolytes of radical campus groups, the Nation of Islam, Black Hebrew Israelites, and other graduates of the University of YouTube and Wikipedia. Not only are Jewish students being dehumanized by radical groups on college campuses, lighter-colored Jewish students are being accused of being fake Jews by miseducated, biblically illiterate, color-consumed extremists in the Black community. It is not lost on me that just 10 days before Dr. King was assassinated, he spoke exactly to where we are right now. He said, we cannot be victims of the notion that you deal with one evil in society by substituting another evil. We cannot substitute one tyranny for another, and for the Black man to be struggling for justice and then turn around and be anti-Semitic is not only a very irrational course, but it is a very immoral course. And wherever we have seen anti-Semitism, we have condemned it with all of our might. Dr. King also says that Jew hatred is used to divide the Negro and the Jew who have effectively collaborated in the struggle for justice. It injures the Negroes because it upholds the doctrine of racism, which they have the greatest stake in destroying. Despite the growing mainstream of Jew hatred coming from my community, and when I say my community, I mean both Black American and Christian community, I am here to let my Jewish family know that there are still many of us who stand with you.
Thank you.
Historically, Blacks and Jews, our struggles have always interlocked. Our legacies are interlocked in what I would call a spiritual connection. We are brothers and we are sisters. That is why I'm here today, to call on the chairman of the Board of Trustees, Rick Caruso, to take action. Protect your Jewish students. Stop allowing this Jew hatred to continue on your campus. It is immoral and unjust, and we are holding you accountable to do what is necessary to eradicate it. And to my Jewish brothers and sisters, I say, stay strong. Don't concede a single inch of your God-given humanity or your God-given identity, and just know that you are not alone.